From former federal prosecutor Gene Rossi, a Democrat who worked in the Eastern District of Virginia for nearly 20 years, to former Republican delegate Tim Anderson, a defense attorney who tries cases in the district, both agree the U.S. Attorney's Office that prosecutes federal crimes here in Central Virginia, as well as Northern Virginia, Tidewater, and Hampton Roads, is one of the most important U.S. Attorney's offices in the nation.
It's the best of the best.
There's not a federal district more important in the United States than the Eastern District of Virginia when it comes to the seriousness of crimes that run through our district.
Alarmed, both are raising concerns about a recent leadership change in the office.
A great U.S. Attorney's Office is being tarnished, and it's being harmed by what has happened in the last week.
The president should have no influence over what a U.S. attorney does as far as who they're hiring or who they're prosecuting. And unfortunately, that does not seem to be the case in the Eastern District of Virginia.
U.S. Attorney Eric Siebert was forced out last week after he declined to prosecute former FBI Director James Comey, a frequent critic of President Donald Trump. Siebert was replaced by Lindsay Halligan, a White House advisor who has no prosecutorial experience. On Truth Social, President Trump had urged his Attorney General Pam Bondi to put Halligan in the position, writing, "Nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam Shifty Schiff, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is being done." In a separate post, the president called Halligan tough, smart, and loyal, who helped, quote, fight against the weaponization of our justice system by crooked Joe Biden and the radical left Democrats. The Washington Post reports the DOJ is trying to seek an indictment against Comey for allegedly giving false testimony to Congress. Anderson says he agrees with the president about the DOJ under President Joe Biden, but he does not like what is happening now. Both he and Rossi say the White House needs to leave the U.S. Attorney's Office alone.
We shouldn't be prosecuting people because of their political alliances or because they may have done something in the past. The point is that I didn't like it at all when it was happening under Biden, and I don't like it what's happening now. The president needs to go back to running the country and leave the Department of Justice to the Department of Justice and let them make those independent decisions for the sake of legitimacy of the process.
The wall between the White House and the Justice Department has been obliterated, destroyed. I cannot say as I speak to you that the head of that office will be dispassionate, will be without bias or prejudice, and will act without fear or favor.
Tim Anderson told me that if James Comey is indicted, he will have an excellent defense because he will be able to argue that he is being politically prosecuted, which is a fantastic defense for any defendant. In Richmond, I'm Melissa Hippolyte for CBS 6.